relation to sexuality and spirituality?
I didn't have any sexual education. So what I learned about sex or sexuality was through friends. And then you'd see people kissing on shows and TV, and that's all I knew. And I will say my journey from girlhood to womanhood is going to be until I die. So the girl's going to be there, the woman's going to be there, the wife's going to be there, and the queen's going to be there. But that's a different conversation. Spirituality, I will say, and it's my journey, it's my definition. So, and beyond this, whatever we've said so far, it doesn't have to be the absolute truth for people listening to us. It's just a conversation, and people can take what they resonate with and what they don't resonate with it, and see what you can learn from it. So for me, spirituality is my connection to my spirit. This thought that is formless and nameless and invisible. I don't know however you would call it. It's really my connection to spirit. And sexuality is my relationship to my physical body, to my senses, my feelings, my emotion. Sexuality has nothing to do with having sex. And a lot of us here in this world, when we speak of sexuality, the only thing that comes to our mind is having sex, having really intercourse with someone, or that. So that's not sexuality. So how does sexuality and spirituality fit, or where does it go hand in hand? My understanding and my experience so far has been and is sexuality is the physical manifestation of spirituality. Erotic literally means this basic fundamental energy moving. And for anyone who will listen to us, I mean especially for people who meditate, I know very few people who haven't meditated and haven't felt aroused, right? And I know a lot of people, when they meditate and this arousing happens, they literally cut it off. Like, what is happening? Why am I waking up? So sexuality, the basis of sexuality is the core energy rising. You want to call it kundalini, you won't call it essence, I don't know. It's really about feeling. And when it gets to our senses, I'm like, we've been so much like in awe of one another. Well, we've been creating, we've been mating, right? We've been feeling, and that's how deep the erotic energy is. It fuels you, it moves your head. Like literally eating something and then going next up. That's sexuality. So sexuality is beyond having intercourse. How does one come to live with it, and how does one navigate with it? I feel like right now there's a massive reclaiming that has to happen when it gets to how we define sexuality in the world and what are the system in place. Especially like more than ever, we have more and more young women, unwanted pregnancies, because we don't tell them like, you're growing up, your body gonna change. It's very normal to arouse. So to be aroused, to want, to desire, to be desired, to seek and to be sought is so normal, it's so beautiful. What do you do with that energy? It's the same for young men. So what do you do with that energy? How do you navigate with that? How do you sit with it? How can you use, because this rising energy is creative energy. Like you are creating, that's you. That's how you're using your sexual energy. I create a lot, and I know what I'm doing very intentionally with my sexual energy. So sexual energy and spirituality is so interconnected. I feel like what we say, like to sexuality there is ecstasy. It's the same to spirituality, there is bliss, right? So that's the ananda. So that's the same, but it happened in a very different way. And then, come on, we are born in this body. We are born in this body to experience. So you can't bypass it. You cannot not experience what you will be gifted to experience. The only thing is that how do you experience it? I know a lot of people who go into sexual intercourse because it's a way of distressing, it's a way of liberating, which is not a bad thing, but at the end of the day is what we all seek through sexuality, not even sexuality, but through intercourse, is we seek to unite with something. And when you go out and people start aging, like we have major life crisis, what we all seek at the end of the day is a sort of union. We're seeking God or spiritual movement, spirituality. I don't know what are you going to call that. So all of this is part of the natural process of life. You and I, we were born by two cells coming together and mating, and they did stuff, and then I don't know what magic happened, and then you and me, we were born. Isn't that some kind of massive stuff? So why would we deny ourselves experience? But I always say again, it's about being very intentional in what you do. The more we're gonna call it taboo, the more mess gonna happen around. So I will say, and that's only my perspective, and if you go to a teacher and that's a spiritual teacher and it's gonna say like, bad sex is bad, it's dog. Think about it twice. It's not the sex that's dog. It's the perception, it's the belief system built around it. And that has to be pulled.
Bonne meilleure conversation, passez à checker le café bistrot.